I have. I never tried to go Hollywood. I never went Hollywood. But I have seen it from a bunch of different angles, whether it's Gary Busey or Charlie Sheen or Keanu Reeves or Woody Harrelson. The list goes on and on. Who's the Iron Man guy? I know him pretty good, but I remember his name. Robert Downey Jr., Winona Ryder. And those are people I could say their names. Yeah, I woke up Bruce Willis, but he's not really on record about that. But people could ask him if you want sometime. The point is that you name it, they are listening to this show. They're not liberals. They're not conservatives. They are libertarian conspiracy theorists that question the official lie of the Matrix. Lawrence Fishburne. I mean, I could just keep going on and on, the people that I personally know or know people that know. But then you get people like Sean Penn. I mean, take Mike Judge. He's a listener. And I'm not bragging. It's just to show the influence of what you can do. And you never know how you're influencing people. He said some of this on air, but even more off air, because it is an incredible revelation that the King of the Hill characters, I'm a large part, a composite of. Part of me is in Dale Gribble and in Hank Hill, because he formulated King of the Hill watching Access Television and watching my show and other shows. Nobody knows really who he is, but he's a local libertarian talk show host. Jeff Davis. Jeff Davis is probably more King of the Hill than me. I mean, literally. No one knows who Jeff Davis is. I'm just telling you right now, that's where this comes from. And again, I'm telling you, you don't think you have power going and doing an Access TV show? You don't think you don't have power doing a local radio show? You don't think you're not affecting change? I was on the air in 95, 96, 97, and Mike Judge, who already had Beavis and Butthead and all these other hit movies and TV shows, was watching, and literally out of that culture and other composites, you got King of the Hill. And there's all the inside baseball on that as well. Every show he's ever had becomes basically a #1 hit. And obviously, I'm not going to say, you read these articles about pressure in Hollywood against libertarians or conservatives or people that are outside the, quote, socialist, communist, Democratic Party line. That's what's in this New York Times article, is that there's basically a secret 1,500-member right-wing libertarian group. They're really libertarians. I mean, look how Tom Selleck's career was basically axed when he was a top TV, top movie guy, just because he was pro-gun. I mean, these people sacrifice a lot. I know major illustrators and people that got a lot of their business cut just because they started criticizing Obama, even though they've been critical of Bush. In fact, I know a bunch of famous illustrators across the country who've told me, you know, off air and on air of what they went through just because they wanted to have their free speech. This is authoritarianism. And if the FBI was demonized for targeting real communists in the 50s and creating a blacklist, which is debatable, in my view, because of what a serious threat these people were, and they're romanticized by George Clooney and the rest of them. Meanwhile, they are running around literally trying to arrest and persecute and shut down pro-life groups, gun groups, Tea Party groups, listing us as terrorists. James Woods has said, because he's gone public, that he'll never work again. But he doesn't care. He's a guy that could have hit TV show after hit TV show. You know how much somebody like James Woods makes an episode on TV? $500,000 to $1 million for 2 days of work. And he gave it all up, folks, just to be able to criticize tyranny, just to be able to promote the Second Amendment, just to have his free speech. That's what you need to understand, is the reign of terror going on in Hollywood. And, I mean, everybody I talk to is like, no, there's a mafia with all the big producers and then their little coterie of minions. And then if you're not part of that, the George Clooney, Matt Damon, Sean Penn, usual suspects, you've got to literally hang out with them, kiss their butts, and give money to the Democrats, even if you're really a libertarian or conservative or your shows don't get made.